Hey guys, Dekared25
and Archer9234.
With episode 137 of the review today, we have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Legacy Megazord. So now we have the Mastodon. Now the main feature of it is just a display. You can't really do much with it. You can't move the tusk, you can't move the things at all.
The legs do move a little bit.
Just like in the show, because of the transformation, you can move him like he's walking, but the front are already stationary, so you can't do much. The good part about this is that unlike the original 1993 release, we actually have the accurate stickers for all 5 Zords. Now, this thing has die-cast. The die-cast on the Mastodon is just the arms right here, and that's really much it. Now, this one is really cool is that you didn't have to put any stickers on. In the Legacy Megazord, we have the metallic stickers for all the other Zords. But a good part is that the tusk and the horns, they don't pop off like the original one does, but you can't really move them at all. It's still almost like the exact 1993 version, but with the metallic, die-cast, and the paint. It's a really cool thing, but I wish it had more playability with it though. So now we have Kimberly's Pterodactyl. Now the Pterodactyl doesn't really do much at all, just like the original one, it really didn't. The die-cast on the Pterodactyl that most people don't know is the head. The head is the only thing that's die-cast about it. The stickers now that you get is same like the original 3 right here and the one right here. This is already stickered on. Although it's really not much what you can do with it. You can still fly with it. The back is hollow, which they added a bit more details like the guns, because the original 1993 one had the little turn guns that you can see on the side.
The good thing though is that we have the actual front shield windows perfectly match the show, unlike the old one had that weird blue color.
Now, I must warn you guys, this is where you will store the boosters in both the original and the remakes. But most people don't do it because
they tend to forget,
and that's how you lose the boosters on here. But the boosters here are pretty cool. The metallic detail on the Pterodactyl makes it look really much nicer than the original 2010 one, but it still doesn't compare to the original 1993 one. So now we have Billy's Triceratops. Now the Triceratops is just like the original one, but now on the sides of both, we have the correct accurate stickers, and unlike the original, the eyes actually not stickers anymore. They're molded in.
Now, they did add actually additional paint compared to the original 93 one. They actually have these white lines around the face. In the original one, they didn't have that.
Now, the horns now don't come off, which is kind of sad. They're molded in. But the good part is that back in the days, you can lose these because they were just stuck on, that's it. Now, the bad part is this thing has no wheels. So you can't roll them around like you did in 93. You can't scratch the paint off. Now, the weapon has also changed. It's now chromed and die-cast, but it's actually not like a gun. Original one, the original 93 one had the gun, so it was pretty cool.
So like when you lifted up the tail, you can actually have the front piece lower up and down, but in this one, it's just one solid piece.
The good part about this is that you can do this, but that's not actually how you did it in the show. It will actually be down here. Now what I don't like about this is that clicking noise is really loud, and you actually can damage the stickers on the inside of it because there is a sticker right here that you need to put on, and you put the stickers on here as well. Overall, it's still a nice little design. I wish that at least they added wheels for the Legacy Megazord because it would have been much cooler to have it.
It's also a little bit thinner compared to the original Triceratops from 93.
So now we have Trini's Sabertooth Tiger. Now the Sabertooth Tiger is just like a tiger. It's just like the Triceratops. The wheels are now
non-functional. The ones in the back and the ones over here, they don't rotate anymore.
But the good part is we have accurate stickers for the Sabertooth Tiger.
And they added additional paint jobs, like they filled in the little engine holes over here, the mouth, and a few extra details.
You can move the head and you can move the legs, just like in the show, in the original one. It does keep this feature like that. And the good part about it is that the die-cast on this one is actually just like the Triceratops tail, just like this, and this is how actually it was in the show when they showed it.
A little bit improvement because in the original toy you couldn't really keep that up.
Because it was very wobbly. This one is really nice because you can do that. And sad part is, just like the original one, the mouth still doesn't open. But the fangs on the front do go up and down because of the transformation, so it's really cool to see. Finally, we have Jason's Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now this one is the biggest change out of all the Zords. We still kept the
basic
design of having the legs and all that. The good part about it is that now the tail is more
one solid piece instead of that weird clip one that you had to lower down.
Yeah, to first clip it up and then bend the top. You can still do this with it. The mouth does open, and yes, there is a sticker just like in the show does when he fires on the ground, which is cool.
There's new additional paint job added to it. For example, in the original version, we didn't have sticker details on the tail, and we have much more brighter white on the helmet.
You can open the mouth, and you can move the arms, and you can move the legs. Now, the big change about the legs is, of course, the little peg because of the 2010 version. In the original one, you can rotate it all the way up to the front, to almost the top, but now you can't because of the whole Zord building system that Bandai has given us for the past 3 years of Power Ranger toys.
In the original version, we had the special locking thing where you push it in, the legs move up, and safety lock. But in this one, it's more stiff.
But we do get the accurate stickers on the side now. We don't have the lightning bolts anymore on the thighs. In the Legacy Megazord, we took our stickers on the front right here. Originally, there were stickers here, but now they don't have it.
They also painted in the rear engine boosters, that I call them, over here as well. On the original one, it didn't have that.
It's a cool design, but certain things weren't really needed to update it, but it does look nice with the chrome. Now the chrome on this one, of course the legs, that's it, with plastic on it, so it's pretty cool to see. So now we have Dino Tank, or the Dino Mission mode. This one, of course, now they're on the tank, and it's pretty cool. It's still a nice little detail. See, now you can see mostly the die-cast and the Mastodon and everything around here. Now the bad part is you cannot roll it around because the Triceratops and the Sabertooth Tiger have no wheels on them, so you can't really roll them like the original 93 does.
And of course, we didn't get the sledge from the original 93 one that allowed you to hook it up to Titanus in order to do the towing feature.
Now, the good part about this is that it's a nice display piece to have because all of them are on one, and you can't really do much with it. But the only bad part is that the sword doesn't go anywhere. Everywhere else, the boosters, the Pterodactyl, Triceratops, and everyone goes into one big piece, which is really cool to see. So now we have the Legacy Megazord, aka Daijujin if you want to call it. Now we have all 5 of them into one. It's really cool. I do like that the die-cast makes it shine much better than the 2010 version. But the lack of chrome and certain things that we saw in the original prototype at San Diego last year is a big letdown for it. Now, of course, the accessories you come with is the power sword and the Mastodon helmet. Now, the big complaint that Bandai still did not fix is that the sword to put inside the hand is still really hard to fit. You can see right now you can't even fit it really well. You have to really push it in, and by doing that, you actually scratch off some of the chrome on the toy already. The only thing you can do is move the arms and just move the legs a bit, just like the original one. That's mainly much it.
Now the sword is pretty much faithful to the original 1993 one before the change where they made it rubber and have non-tip versions.
Now also a good thing about it is the box is very reminiscent to the original 93 one. Both the back and the front of the box look like the original 93 version. Just it says Legacy Mode. Yeah. Even on the side, it actually tells you about the whole Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it gives you the stats of the Megazord itself. The metallic on black is more of a metallic color compared to the original like dark gray that they had back in the 93 version and also the 2010 version as well. Overall, I like this Zord, but if you have the 2010 version or you have the original one, stick with those because this one is a $60 toy.
If you don't have 93 or the 2001, get it.
Like certain people that don't have the original Power Morpher or the original Megazord, the Legacy stuff is a really, really good alternate. It's a bit expensive, but I recommend you guys do get it because we mostly not gonna see something like this for a long time anyway. Power Morpher is gonna be a bit harder to find. The Legacy Megazord, not much, but try keeping a lookout for it. But yeah, that's it for a review of the Legacy Megazord. Join us next time for the Power Rangers Operation Overdrive the Auxiliary Zords. Rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Because that's a good thing, because that should get lost.
Yeah, but they're no longer chrome anymore. Holy. What the? What's today? Seriously, what's with today?
This is the second time.
Of all the days,
10 minutes.
Trying to remember how tank mode went.
Oh, please, I know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't own it, so I keep forgetting.
The downsides to certain things are a bit iffy, but like we said in other reviews, these are something that you should really get if you don't have any of them. And I do like the fact that there's die-cast, and we're getting something really cool for the 20th anniversary. We haven't gotten anything decent for remakes or original things in a while.
Or reissues. They usually don't really care for like anniversaries. We always get like it skimped over. For in this case, we got something that's really good or decent.